Hello my friends, it's Ranger Russ at the Meigs Point Nature Center from the Meigs Point Nature Center. I am not at the Nature Center right now. I'm actually at home and I found this hole which was not there earlier, and I've seen a little activity around it so I know what it's from. And right over here we have a thread-waisted wasp, or also known sometimes as a hunter wasp or a digger wasp. These are predatory wasps. They will grab a caterpillar or some sort of worm. They dig the hole and now it's flown off. I'm just waiting for it to land. I think it's on to me right now. Okay, so it's headed off. They will grab a caterpillar or some sort of worm, like an inchworm or something. They sting it and paralyze it. They bring it back to this hole, put it in the hole, and lay their egg on the caterpillar or whatever it is. Then they'll fill in the hole and they leave. The egg, when it hatches, the larval stage feeds on the body of the caterpillar that's been paralyzed. And when they're adults, or when they morph again, they will emerge out and dig their way back out of this hole. So because it's circling around quite a bit, I think that it's dug the hole, but hasn't yet found its caterpillar. So I hope you got a good look at it. It was just here for a little while, and it's flown pretty far away. I lost sight of it. I have never seen them. This is some pretty hard-packed ground. Usually when I've found them, the ground is a little easier to dig in, which is kind of cool. The way they dig, and you see some sand flitting out as they're digging. This looks like a harder hole to dig, but it's a pretty established hole. So I think that it's probably done laying its egg. It's too small for me to get my finger in there. I'd reach in and see if I could feel a larvae or something in there. So the hunter wasp, they do have a stinger. They have a pretty big mouth. Most wasps can sting or bite, so you want to be a little leery of them, but typically they are not going to bother people. You know, they are predators on other insects, and that's their primary food. The only way that you're going to end up getting stung or bitten by them is if you're provoking them, if you're harassing them, you're too close, things like that. So like most wild animals, if you give them space, they'll be fine. They'll leave you alone. Over here, there's a little golden beetle crawling through the grass here really quick. So the hunter wasp isn't going to go after a beetle like this. Beetles have a nice, hard, armored exoskeleton, and the hunter wasps are looking for soft-bodied caterpillars and inchworms, and that's what they like to hunt. If you've ever seen a large wasp flying with an even bigger caterpillar, it looks really bizarre. That little beetle's heading out of there. What you're probably seeing is that hunter wasp, after it's caught its prey, and it's flying it back to the nest. So there's the hole. I'm going to move away a little bit and hope that the wasp comes back. It headed off, so I'm going to guess that it's off hunting right now. But it was just a great opportunity, and the really funny thing is yesterday I was talking to someone about the thread-waisted wasps, because I always called them something else. I always called them hunter wasps or predator wasps. I have heard them called other things like sand wasps, sometimes mud daubers, but again, like many common names, mud dauber applies to many different wasps. So